have a fairly wide spectrum. I don't see the now.
Mario, you're on self-defense.
Oh yeah.
Luigi, you distract them. He's dead. Hi, I'm Eitan, and you're probably wondering why I'm in such a hurry and why there are voices outside. Don't worry about it. I can't start from the beginning, that'll take too long. Here's the short version. For 35 weeks, I've posted a review on nearly every level in Paper Mario Sticker Star. The game is very controversial in the community for being the quote-unquote worst in the series. Despite that, I've maintained a positive outlook on it. And it looks like the toxic fans finally caught me. I'm almost done. There's only one level remaining. And hopefully Luigi can distract them long enough. Because I don't know if I can. This week's level is World 6-3, Bowser's Sky Castle. The scene opens with Mario and Flutter near the castle. This area is the only one in the game with no background music, so you can hear the storm more clearly. It sets a great scene for the climax. When entering the castle, you're greeted by a hallway. Only the sound of your footsteps and muffled thundering is heard. The camera angle is in an unusual position compared to the rest of the game. It's meant to tell you that this place is where it all ends. Speaking of ends, someone's here to meet us at the end of this hallway. It's Kamek. You have one final fight with the sorcerer as he turns your stickers into flip-flops again. I love this. I mean, you came in here with the intention of fighting the final boss, bringing in your strongest stickers. Instead, Kamek ruins it all for you. His fights are annoying by nature, just like the character. It's what I love about them. Not only do you have to fight Kamek with flip-flops, there's also no shinies this time. And he can duplicate himself, spreading his health to the copies, just like in his first fight. This provides a lot more strategy considering you use the battle spinner. Think about it, Kamek sometimes flies up so you can't hit him. Using the battle spinner, you can target whichever duplicate you like. In addition to that, you sometimes get jump stickers for blocking correctly, just like in the Yoshi Sphinx fight. With those jump stickers, you can choose which Kamek to hit depending on his current status. Problem is, the battle spinner sucks. That handicaps this battle tremendously, making it only as good as the second fight. Not bad, could have been better though. So, Kamek was defeated. Time to go all the way back to decalburg again. Okay, we're stocked up, let's go. The atmosphere remains tense while Mario walks on a red carpet that, yeah, you might need to fix that. Kersti is so lame in this dialogue exchange. The writing here isn't even good. It feels like she's playing pretend. Plus, are you really scared of Bowser? This guy? The one who acts like a complete joke from the beginning of the game? Listen, I'm sorry. I know this game isn't that heavy on story, but at least write well. At least make the writing good. It's not that hard, you know. Just make competent writing. You know? Also, for the sake of sounding like a broken record, oh no, Bowser doesn't talk. That never really bothered me. Perhaps it's only because I played this before the other Paper Marios, but I don't expect a great story here. Even if Bowser did talk, it would only be a few simple lines, and it wouldn't matter anyway. Time for the final boss. Bowser dons the final royal sticker, moving throughout this incredibly long bridge. Each section has a different obstacle you must deal with, ending when Bowser takes enough damage, around 100. Once he gets to the next section, he can heal himself if you damaged him too much, which can be annoying. This is a great concept. Not only does it reference the obligatory bridge with the axe in the end of every Mario game, it also provides potential for many interesting mechanics. That's also this boss's biggest drawback. Let me explain. In the first section, Bowser summons some enemies, and to punch them in the face, you have to go through them. No issue here, but then in the second section, a giant thwomp blocks the way of the Koopa King. Hitting it with a hammer knocks it down, revealing... Is that a scissors icon? That's right! More required stickers! Yay! Not only is the scissors sticker required to beat the thwomp, in the third section, lava bubbles surround the battlefield and attack you. These lava bubbles do a lot of damage, and the only way to get rid of them? Freeze them with a fridge, shaved ice, or air conditioning sticker. Yay! Same thing happens in the final section of the fight, where a Ching Chomp guards Bowser. Using a tail sticker to recoil the Chomp's attack will knock it off, pushing Bowser off the edge in the process. Granted, this particular method isn't required. You can block the Chomp's attacks, and it'll push him back too. However, in the other sections, what I just explained is the only way to finish the fight. Unless you use infinite jumps, of course. It's a shame that there's only really one way to beat the boss legitimately this time. I could definitely think of ways to improve that. You could maybe make it so the thwomp is invisible, but you can stun him for a bit by knocking him out with a hammer. You could make the lava bubbles into actual enemies that can only be attacked using certain stickers, like the embers in Paper Mario 64. These are simple changes that would have made this fight more tolerable. Even with all that, I still appreciate the idea here. With a few small tweaks, this final boss could have been great. The music in this level as a whole, however, is pretty great. It's not my favorite Paper Mario final boss song, but it's certainly not bad. What? Why did that suddenly rile you up? Moving on. In the end, Bowser falls down. Naturally. Only problem is, the royal sticker fell down with him. Guess what happens next? Come on. Guess. This twist, just a little right here, this twist not only happens in every Mario game since New Super Mario Bros. Wii, it happens in every video game release with a story. There's always the final boss, and oops, that wasn't the final boss. This is the real final boss. It happens in every video game release. Name me a video game where that doesn't happen. A video game where battles exist and the final boss isn't the real final boss, but there's actually a Name me a game where that doesn't exist. that has battles. Name me one game like that. There, you will be hard-pressed to find something like that. It is that terrible. Top of the morning to you, laddies. My name is Jacksepticeye, and what the hell was that? So, just because of that little rant there, I have no idea how to transition that to talking about the final boss. So, pretend that there's a really cool, smooth transition between that and the final boss thing. Because I'm like pretty new to video editing, so just bear with me here, okay? Joking aside, what happens next is interesting. Every single one of Mario's attacks does 1 damage. At this rate, it would be impossible to beat him. Thankfully, Kersti comes up and says she's willing to sacrifice her life to save... Yeah, okay. I think we got it. Kersti goes into your sticker album. Using her, Mario can attack Bowser normally and defeat him, sacrificing Kersti in the process. Kersti also finally decides to apologize for all the trouble she caused Mario. That's nice. At this point, it just becomes a glorified cutscene. You just use your strongest stickers against him until he dies. Unless you don't have any stickers left since you used them all in the past battle, that's an option. I have personal experience with that option. Yeah, this becomes somewhat harder when half of your stickers are gone. If you aren't prepared for the second phase, you're probably gonna die. There are multiple ways to prepare yourself, of course, as it generally is with Sticker Star. One of these ways is so unbelievably ridiculous that it became common knowledge in the community. The No Kersti Run. Remember how I said it would be impossible to beat a final boss without Kersti's help? That's not entirely accurate. With a few infinite jumps and multi-hit stickers, you could beat the final boss without using the Kersti sticker. And I love it. Yeah, I did try the No Kersti Run. It's probably some of the most fun I've ever had in this game. It turns this final boss from kinda climactic, I guess, into an incredibly stressful final battle. Like, okay, you succeeded in performing an infinite jump once. You just press A 100 times of the time. It's not that difficult. But 3 times in a row, your hands start to sweat after like 200, okay? Not to mention, there's also Bowser's Fire Breath, which can burn your sticker if you don't block it. And Bowser's attacks really do a lot of damage. So you might need to also pack some healing stickers with you. If you don't do that, I don't know what to tell you. It really does feel like the final boss was meant to be beaten like this. You might think that sounds weird, but no, try it and you'll understand. I'm not giving you any hints. Go figure it out yourself. That's part of the fun. The final boss, without Kersti, embodies everything I like about Sticker Star's combat. You can customize your inventory for any situation. You have to switch strategies and think creatively if something doesn't work. It's great. It's also really hard. So Kersti sacrifices herself to beat Bowser, and the No Kersti Run doesn't change this. Yeah, like, there she is in the sticker album, but she's still dead. Then Peach explains that the royal stickers, when together, can grant a wish. Should have said that earlier. Think about what you could do with a wish. Solve world hunger, grant peace and prosperity to the Mushroom Kingdom, Maybe even more wishes. What does Mario wish for?
Kirsti's been resurrected. How fun. You know, in that final fight, Kersti apologized for being a douche, getting more into trouble, and dragging him around. You know, that was nice. What does she do immediately after she's resurrected? Yup, she acts like a douche again. So she's aware of how annoying she was throughout the whole journey, yet she continues with her douchebagginess. She does say she's grateful, but only after acting like her usual self, which I don't think many people found charming. This whole scene just comes off as completely disingenuous. This is the first time we see Kersti after she died, with her mannerisms here making it seem like she learned nothing. Her joke kind of hammers my point home. She complains about her job, then jokes about changing her career path. Not the best thing to say after you come back to life. And don't you tell me she wasn't annoying and didn't put Mario in unnecessary trouble. Since the start of the game, she provoked basically every Goomba in World 1, Kamek multiple times, and the Wiggler segments. She got captured twice because of her foolishness, and she got angry at Mario for touching the sticker comet with no evidence to back it up, forcing him to do all of this. Did I mention that she told Mario not to bother with saving the Toads because her mission was so much more important? Selfish a-hole. I'm not asking much from this game, believe me. I know its story wasn't the highlight, but if you're going to put so much focus on Kersti and make her like the sidekick for Mario, you gotta make her not annoying. You gotta make her come off as a genuine person, not as someone you want to punch in the face.
That was certainly a finale. It's somewhat underwhelming, and that's pretty fitting for a game like this one. Despite that, I enjoyed it, especially when I didn't do what the game wanted me to.
Luigi, you're alive?
So, what do you mean they left? Huh. I guess people on the internet have really short attention span. This is dumb.